The Mighty Ducks series of movies were a childhood classic series for anyone around my age. I remember renting them out from the video stores back in the day. The original film series was the standard flawed hero series for children, where a group of misfits managed to pull it all together to win the big hockey game. The trilogy was a huge success, leading to various avenues and even created an NHL team by the same name. It's a children's movie, so it handles a lot of basic life issues in a child-friendly manner. Bombay, the coach, doesn't want to be there, but the kids themselves do. This remake, however, sets a horrible example. The kids aren't the one who are driving this whole thing, it's instead one of their mums, which dramatically changes the meaning of the whole series. We have examples of kids who are good at other stuff, and instead of following what would be a completely perfectly good career path, they are forced to play hockey. The Mighty Ducks Game Changers sets a horrible example for personal development.
Hey, don't forget sunscreen.
You know we play indoors, right?
That's what SPF 15 is for.
I don't know if that's meant to be funny, but it isn't.
Come on, let's go, we're late.
The Ducks are a powerhouse organization with a record 10 state championships.
A little different than the Ducks of the 90s.
So they aren't even going to be the Ducks?
I gotta cut you. I mean, at this age, if you can't be great at hockey, don't bother.
Don't bother?
Mom, please.
Shouldn't kids be able to play sports for fun?
I don't understand how this woman wouldn't understand that there are elite teams at every level, and teams for people who aren't as good. And I say this as someone who played at lower levels in sports as a kid because I wasn't that good. I would have been furious if my mum had told them off for not picking me for a team I wasn't good enough for. It's actually got to be embarrassing and harmful for the child's development.
Stephanie, you brought 2 private trainers to your kids' hockey practice.
Oh, I'm a pediatric sports psychologist.
Okay.
Welcome to the real world. There are people that can afford crazy expensive experts to help their kids, and if someone is willing to pay that for their kids, then good luck to them. It might help them improve 1 or 2%, but ultimately it's not going to be a massive difference in their success, because if they don't enjoy the sport, then they still won't become a professional at the sport.
We are out of here. The Ducks don't get to take hockey away from you.
Yeah, they don't, and you can go play for any non-elite team. There are all types of leagues people can play for. Even here in Australia, we have several divisions of ice hockey. If you want to play, there are teams that you can play for. I can't stand here and get mad at the Boston Bruins for not playing me and blaming them for not being able to play ice hockey when there are real options if I actually wanted to play ice hockey. And if you put what she's talking about into perspective, that's about the same level of what she's complaining about here.
I want you to think about all the other kids who've been told that they're too small or too slow. They just want to get out there and play.
Freaks. Is he doing a trick?
They can. It's called playing for a team that's not won 10 state championships.
Let's start our own team. Look at this. Your first teammate.
I would not be an acid physically. I have more of a podcast body.
Podcasting is a great industry to get into, and if you start when you're a little kid, by the time you reach the working age, there'll be plenty of opportunities for you to go for. However, if he plays ice hockey because his friend's mum forces him to, he's not naturally gifted at it and it's not what he ultimately wants to do. Then yeah, he might get some fitness benefits, but otherwise it's actually going to be a negative experience. Instead of saying, hey, you like podcasting and that's great, ice hockey isn't your thing and that's cool, so go for podcasting.
In order to be a team, you just have to have a home rink and a coach.
What about Gordon Bombay?
Gordon Bombay?
Gordon Bombay.
I'm guessing you didn't see the sign? I hate hockey, and I don't like kids.
He seems like a terrible option for the coach. When I was playing sports as a kid, all of our coaches were other fathers. They always seemed to find someone and they usually enjoyed doing it for the experience. Alternatively, you can get a kid who's slightly older, who's good at the sport, who wants to learn more so they want to become a coach. But getting someone who hates kids genuinely seems like a terrible decision.
You are losers. We're not losers.
What's with the we? You're not the one playing. This is about the kids. You are being self-centered and forcing the kids into this horrible situation. Also, it's okay not to be good at ice hockey. The majority of the people in the world are losers at ice hockey. There are 6 billion people in this world who suck at ice hockey. And you know what? That's okay. If they want to play for fun, then good for them. But that doesn't mean they are entitled to play for the state championship team.
Ref, did you not just see that? Do your job, arrest someone!
Do you know how embarrassing it would be as a kid to play ice hockey and to have your mum yell out to arrest someone for a hit?
We both know you can make such a big difference with these kids.
I've spent my entire life chasing hockey, and I have absolutely nothing to show for it.
And she thinks it would be good to force the kids who aren't elite players like Bombay was to follow when he says it ruined his life and he was actually someone who was good at it.
You have us.
They always felt like I was just hanging on.
I think this highlights how tough it is in school for kids, and that's without them having their mum embarrassing them.
You have taken too much crap for too long.
Not where I thought I would be, but I'm trying to do something different here.
This is an important reminder that if you feel like a failure, that doesn't give you carte blanche to live vicariously through your kids and force them to be what you wanted to be. Encourage them to be successful at what they enjoy, what they are good at, and what they want to do.
This is bigger than hockey. This is about you standing up for yourself.
No, it's about the kids. It's not about you.
Nothing but net! Crazy! Nothing but net! Pretty sure it's basketball.
If you're not even such a big ice hockey fan, then why live vicariously through your son playing ice hockey?
The true measure of a person is not in how many times they fall down, but it's how many times they pick themselves back up.
Firstly, way to steal another movie's big line. Second, yes, that person, not their mum forcing them.
You gotta make this happen for yourself.
Finally, some good advice.
Guys, come on now. Don't get discouraged, okay? That's why we watch game tape, to get better.
What young kids are watching game tape? If you're playing just to enjoy it, then watching game tape at such a young age is very weird.
It's like a master class in second.
If they are playing to have fun, who cares if they suck? Well, I couldn't be less excited for this, and I think it sets a horrible example for future kids when the originals set much more of a positive example. What do you think? Am I overreacting? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, whatever you do, good luck, and don't live vicariously through your kids.